Hello and welcome to another episode of MLS Ireland, where I'll be bringing to you my predictions for Week 7. Hope you stay tuned. Thank you. Perfect, thank you very much for joining me this week. Even though I was off last week, I had a bit of a head flu and basically nobody really could understand me, so I thought this is kind of pointless doing this last week, but thanks to all who are watching and who subscribed already, so thank you very much. So I'm going to start off with my first prediction. It's the first game, Montreal against Columbus, even though there was 2 games last night, but I had friends around here and I couldn't really get anything done last night, so I apologize again for that. So the first game for me this week is Columbus Crew at Montreal. Montreal actually haven't played a game at home this season so far, but this is going to be quite an interesting game to see. It's going to be a bit of a hard one to predict as well, because what way they're going to play at home, as they started playing okay away from home, apart from the 7-1 thrumming by Kansas City. But in this game I'm going to be just a wee cheeky 1-1 guess on this game, just for the fact that Columbus Crew are tight enough team and they can shock anybody anywhere, and it's very hard to know what way Montreal will start taking these games at home. So that one was quite in the air. I didn't really put too much into that. But the next one is Houston Dynamo against San Jose. San Jose won their first game last week, beating Portland. They actually looked pretty good playing Portland, but either that was them playing very well or Portland playing very badly. I'm going to go with Portland playing very badly, but you know, San Jose do have good players. This is the reason why I'm going for a 2-0 Houston win. Houston are a very good team on a counter-attack, and San Jose haven't won a game in a long time away from home. Saying that, they can still shock you, and Houston Dynamo can shock you even more. So that was my guess. The next one is Seattle against Toronto. I'm going to go for this game to be one of the best games I'm going to be seeing for quite a while, or probably one of the dullest. So I'm going to go for Seattle 2, Toronto 3. Just for the fact, it's not for the fact that I'm wearing their top, but I just think Toronto now are on this are actually finally finding their feet, you know, without Giovinco anymore, and they're trying now to reestablish themselves, and I think against Seattle may just trigger them off to actually play a very good game. And I think Seattle do have a very good team, and those two teams will be probably fighting it out, maybe come the MLS Cup final. So keep an eye out for that one, and you know, cut this and then post it to me and say, "Hi, you're really, really wrong." The next game is Minnesota with their brand new stadium against NYCFC, who are desperate for a brand new stadium. This game, it's going to be pretty hard to know what way Minnesota will play in their new home with their new fans behind them, so I do kind of think this game may be a win, with the way New York City aren't really scoring that many goals. So I'm going to go for Minnesota 2, NYC 0. Congratulations to everybody who's gone up to see the game, and congratulations to Minnesota on their brand new stadium. Someday I will possibly try and make it out. Might not be this year, but hopefully sometime soon. Then the next game is Revolution against Atlanta, the two teams who are underperforming this season, if that makes any sense. Revolution, you would think they're in this position, and Atlanta, you think it'd be a bit higher. So I'm going to go for this game to be 2 low-performing performing teams. Going to go for 1-1. It's just kind of sad to see Atlanta dip so low, but this could be a game where they can basically trounce New England, or actually New England can actually win this game 2-0. So this is the reason why I watch the MLS, because you haven't got a freaking clue, even though I try. Next game is Dallas against Portland. Dallas, I feel this is going to win this game quite easily, just for the fact that Portland are away from home, and they're going to be away from home the next week, and they're going to be away from home for quite a long time. And I do think this is going to take its toll on it. I'm not sure why the MLS has allowed so many away games, why Portland doesn't get a chance to play in a home stadium for like a couple of weeks, different stadium. But It's the way it is, and other teams has done this last season and the season before that, and will continue to do this in the seasons coming ahead. So I'm going to go for a Dallas 3-0 win. Sorry, Portland fans, but it's going to be pretty hard for Timbers to actually do anything at the start of the season. Hopefully when they get their stadium back with a brand new stand, where they start to pick up results and hopefully do a DC and get into the playoffs. So here's hoping. And the next game is Colorado Rapids against DC United. See the nice wee segment there. Happy coincidence. It's going to be 3-1 to DC. I just think for the fact now Wayne Rooney's kind of not playing for their team, I think Acosta might just pick his game up a wee bit more, and against probably the best team to play against away from home is probably the Rapids. It's just the fact that they haven't won a game this season at home, so I'm just going to go for just an easy one for DC United. And then the next one is Real Salt Lake against Orlando. Orlando done very well last week. Congratulations on them. They're finally finding their feet with Nani and everybody else. Dwyer, they're actually looking pretty good. Well, but I do think this one's going to be a wee bit too much for them at Real Salt Lake, who are a good team. They're actually probably one of those teams that are going to probably just sit mid-table, but are confident of sitting mid-table, if that makes any sense. So this is the reason why I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for the Real Salt Lake. But it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be on quite late here, so I might not be able to watch it, but I shall do my best. Then the next game is LAFC, probably the best team in MLS at the moment, against FC Cincinnati, who are doing pretty well themselves for being the newbies. But I kind of think this one's going to be a Los Angeles win, 3-0. Vela, Rossi, they're probably going to be up there now with the top guys in the MLS, and I wouldn't be surprised if Rossi heads off in the summer when European teams may come in from, or South America, who knows. So that one's going to be quite an easy one for I think it's going to be quite an easy one for LAFC, so it's probably 3-0. And then the next game is the Galaxy against Philadelphia Union. The Union are a weird one. They could win, they could easily win, and then they could easily lose. It's very hard to predict what they're going to do, but I think because LA Galaxy haven't lost a game this season at home, Zlatan's playing quite well. The team is now actually gelling, which is quite nice to see. I think this one's going to be just a tight one, but I think the Galaxy are going to win it 2-1. I think Zlatan probably will score, so he's always going to score. He always scores. Then Sporting Kansas City against the Red Bulls. Red Bulls, who are like Atlanta, have underperformed this season, and I don't see them winning this game, even though Sporting Kansas City played on Wednesday night or Thursday night, whatever the hell. It's weird times here. They got beat quite well, but I think Sporting Kansas City have a wee bit too much for New York Red Bull at this moment, as they're at home. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. And plus, I don't think the Red Bulls are not really particularly playing very well in the middle of the park, so this is where I think Sporting Kansas City will take charge and actually win the game. Then the next game is going to be on Wednesday night. It's Vancouver against LAFC. LAFC probably should win this game quite well, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. Vela probably scoring again, but probably blessing, so may get a one. Other than that, it's going to be an interesting week. A few games are on TV this week. The Seattle and Toronto and Montreal against Columbus are going to be on TV, and then the Vancouver and the LAFC game at 3 o'clock is going to be on another channel here too as well, but I don't think I'll be up for that game because I'll be probably sleeping in my bed because it's 3 o'clock AM, but hopefully I might get a wee bit of watch the first half, so hopefully might get to do something like that. Other than that, it's going to be a great week, and I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.